Thanks for joining us here at noon. I'm Tata Miller. New at noon, in a major ruling today, the Supreme Court upheld a federal law that bars domestic abusers from owning guns. In its 8-1 decision, the High Court rejected the argument pressed by gun rights groups that the law in question violated the Second Amendment. The decision may help support similar federal gun regulations that have been challenged since the Supreme Court vastly expanded gun rights in 2022. That 2022 ruling led to significant confusion for lower court judges reviewing Second Amendment lawsuits. Justice Clarence Thomas filed the only dissent.